Putin's main aim is to really break the back and the will of the Ukrainian people. But frankly, it's just not working.
It was supposed to be a normal night, just a quiet send-off for a friend whose volunteer work in Ukraine had come to an end. We were sat together, talking, laughing, sharing the kind of moments you don't really appreciate until they're interrupted. And then within minutes, everything changed.
Coming out of the restaurant, you heard it's a drone.
At first it was the phones, the alerts, that familiar chill that runs through you when you see the word Shahid appear again and again. And then came the sound, that low, mechanical buzz that every Ukrainian now recognises. Russia had launched what was at the time one of the largest drone attacks in Dnipro. You don't forget that shift. From normality to pure focus, from concentration to calculation. Where's the nearest shelter? How many drones are inbound? How many waves? Will the air defence hold tight? The tension in the air becomes physical. You can feel it on your skin. Every few seconds the horizon lights up. The echo of explosions rolling across the city. You try to stay calm, but you can hear the anxiety in people's voices. That controlled panic, that kind that doesn't need to be spoken to be understood. And in the middle of it all, you're reminded again why Ukrainians keep fighting, because moments like this aren't abstract, they're real. They happen on what should be ordinary nights. To ordinary people, for no reason other than Russia's desire to break the nation that refuses to bend, March 28th wasn't just another attack. For many in Dnipro, it was a reminder that the war follows you, even into the moments where you try to forget it. But it also showed something else, resilience. People stayed calm, they stayed connected, they looked after each other, and that's Ukraine. This is what life looks like here. This is the reality behind the headlines.
For large parts of the day, you wouldn't even realise there's a war on, but complacency brings its own problems. It is the resilience of the Ukrainians to get out every day and get away from the daily grind, the daily life of explosions, rockets, and bombs. It's for this matter, or this reason, Ukrainians will be victorious.
For years now, Ukrainians have lived with the same routine, picking up pieces after every strike, sweeping up smashed glass, clearing the debris, burying the dead, and then carrying on. It's become a rhythm that no country should ever have to learn. Dnipro isn't Kharkiv, it's not Pokrovsk, it's not a frontline city, but the war keeps inching closer, metre by metre, and that feeling is starting to settle in. The pressure isn't constant here, yet you can sense the shift. You feel it in the nights lit by incoming drones and in the shockwaves from ballistic strikes that rattle apartments and wake entire districts. And still, life goes on. People work through the temporary power cuts like normal, echo flows on balconies, inverter chargers humming in kitchens, diesel generators in courtyards, battery banks tucked under desks. Kids walk to school, cafes open their doors, volunteers do the rounds, and the city refuses to stop. This is Ukrainian resilience, not a slogan, just everyday people adapting, surviving, and refusing to be broken here in Dnipro, as everywhere else we endure.
So these concrete grey structures are dotted all around the city. So they won't take a direct hit, but they will stop shrapnel. So even if you are caught out in the open or in the park, you've got somewhere to run.
All across the city you'll see these grey shelters, simple, clean, tidy and always unlocked. They're not glamorous, but they're lifesavers. In a country under constant threat, they've become a part of the landscape, part of our routine. People know exactly where the nearest one is, parents point them out, and the kids even have apps. Download the QR code and it takes you straight to where the nearest one is. At night, you'll see neighbours quietly slipping inside when the sirens go. No panic, just discipline, just habit. These shelters tell a story, a city adapting, a population learning to survive in the middle of the 21st century. They're a reminder that even under fire, Dnipro stays prepared.
As you can see down there, there's another shelter where the kids are playing. So even if you do get caught out, there's plenty of them to run to.
For years now, Ukrainians have lived with the reality most of the world only sees on headlines or on the movies. Picking up the glass after every blast, clearing debris from homes and schools, bearing the weight of burying neighbours, friends, sometimes family, and yet life still pushes forward. Dnipro is slowly becoming a frontline city, but the war edges closer every month. Ballistic strikes, drone swarms, power cuts, but we adapt. Eco flows on balconies, battery banks in hallways, generators humming through the night, grey shelters dotted around the city, clean, unlocked, ready at a moment's notice. It's not normal, but it's our normal. My worry is that there is a limit, and through all this, Ukraine keeps standing. But resilience, real resilience, needs support. Our partners have helped us come this far, but the truth is simple. The attacks are growing, especially since Trump's tenure. The pressure and the cost of defending freedom is rising every day. Ukraine can hold the line, but only if the world keeps that line supported. It's important in the months ahead that our friends and allies don't look away, that they match Ukraine's courage with commitment, and that, together, we can make sure this country, this people, get a chance to live in peace again. And that is worth fighting for.
There is a old wives' tale that says if you put both hands on the globe, make a wish, it will come true. What do you think I should wish for? So if you like this video and you like this format, tell me what you want me to cover. What are you interested in? I don't want to just report on the bad things and the war. I want to show you what Ukraine is really about and how these people live, fight, survive.